Hi, my name is Simi Olatunji, but I go by Simi. I'm the coordinator for club administration here at Toronto Football Club. I've been in this role for less than a year, but I've been involved and affiliated with the club for a number of years now. I did my high school hours here back in 2014. Later transitioned into a seasonal role as a ticket coordinator, and I now find myself in this role, which I'm really enjoying so far. I grew up in Brampton, Ontario. Grew up playing soccer, grew up playing club soccer, recreational soccer, competitive soccer for a number of years. I would definitely say my second year university was when it clicked for me. I got a job at Ryerson in the game ops department. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Just being in those environments constantly, every weekday, every weekend, and just crossing past a lot of people made me realize, like, oh my gosh, like I can get paid real money to do what I love, which is to just be within the environment of sports. And at that moment, I still didn't know what it looked like, but I knew that this was an industry, a space that I really enjoyed. Representation is actually extremely important. I think it's undervalued at times, especially when you think about how impressionable young kids are. It's just seeing people that look like you in spaces that you frequent often, right? So I know for me personally, growing up, I didn't have someone that looked like me in these type of environments. Thinking back to when I was a kid, I didn't even realize the things that I was seeing and holding in. None of my coaches, none of my brother's coaches were ever women. But when I started working for the club, I know one of the first people that I encountered was Tanya, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, Tanya's a woman and she works here? That's so cool, like, I wanna do that too. That first opened my eyes to the possibility of, even being a female and working in sports. Seeing people in that route definitely makes you feel that it's something that's attainable, especially as a Black woman. I know whenever I see Black women in sports at any level, it excites me. It just makes me so happy, it warms my heart, because I know how hard they probably had to work to get there, to get to that level, and how hard they also have to work to remain at that level. And I work with an amazing team. I work in the operations department. My specific role, I'm really hands-on with the academy, so it mainly involves program planning, trip planning. It's definitely making sure that they have everything they need for the day, for training. They've done whatever forms are required of them. Also just catching up with them and learning about the latest high school gossip, the latest high school tea, learning about their little girlfriends, making them feel comfortable in this space, because they do spend a lot of their times here, training 5 days a week, games on weekends, just making sure that they're happy to be here and that they feel safe in this environment, essentially.
She's like an older sister to us. Like, we can talk to her more than, like how we talk to ourselves,
This is beautiful, I'm gonna cry. As a Black woman, there's a number of things that you learn to be aware of from a younger age. Honestly, it's just how you're perceived. So for example, code switching is a lot of things I think Black women do unintentionally, but it just sort of happens once they're in certain environments, because you do really care about how you're perceived. Am I coming across as aggressive? Am I being as clear and concise as I should be? Whether it's your tone, your choice of words, your body language, make yourself more digestible to the space that you're in to make sure that everyone's comfortable. I don't want to say it's watering yourself down, but it's making sure that you fit the environment that you're in. For some people, it's altering how they dress. For some people, it's altering their hair. Changing yourself to fit into the environment that you're in is essentially what it's like being a Black woman working in any industry. My favorite part about working for Toronto FC, besides all the free gear that I get, is definitely just the environment that's here. Just the people makes it really fun for sure. And something I love as well is just the kids. Seeing how happy they are to be here and how invested they are into their own training sessions and their discipline and their plans for their future, and just having the opportunity to like pour into them, but also have them, talk to me and keep me hip, keep me young on the latest slang terms, the latest songs, is definitely one of my favorite aspects of this job.